Hey guys, I wanted to make this quick video just to talk about competition and do you need to sell on low competition niches to make money on Redbubble and TeePublic? The answer is no, obviously, but it does help you when you do sell in specific niches that are lower competition. Now, I just want to go ahead and talk about something really quickly. I've even spoken about this in the TeePublic course and in the Redbubble tagging course. But if you have any familiarity with tagging, SEO, things like that, you'll probably understand that typically 9 times out of 10, especially in 2022 and beyond, is that when there's more attention towards something, there typically very quickly becomes more competition. And attention is synonymous with, let's just say, traffic in this circumstance, right? So there are generally more people that would search for the keyword tiger than they would search for Chinese tiger. But in the same notion, right, there are more people who would personally probably, in terms of ratio speaking, percentage-wise, who would purchase from the keyword Chinese tiger than the keyword tiger. Now, I know a lot of people might technically disagree with this, but let me explain what I'm trying to say. If there's a pool of 100 people searching for the keyword tiger, and there's a pool of 100 people searching for the keyword Chinese tiger, I'm willing to bet that the keyword Chinese tiger has more, essentially, money allocated to it, more money in sales, than the keyword Chinese tiger will. The reason why is because when you add more tags or more titles to a search or a search query, it provides more specific results. And when results are more specific, there's more buyer intent. And when there's more buyer intent, there's more sales. That's just, very obvious. Essentially, when people are looking for something specific, that means that there's going to be more money made, right? Like, for example, if I go out looking for a hat, I can look for 1,000,000 hats. I can see 1,000,000 hats and I might not want to buy them. But if I specifically look for a baseball red hat, then I'm looking for a baseball red hat, and it's more likely to buy something in that case. Do you guys follow my drift? So what I'm trying to say here with this whole approach is that, yes, you can make more money selling in a competitive niche than you can in a low competition niche. But you can also make more money selling in a low competition niche than you can in a high competition niche. Now let's talk about what those circumstances are. If you're selling in a high competition niche, let's say the keyword tiger. Let's say I create one design and the only tag I use is the keyword tiger, whether it be on Redbubble or on TeePublic. Either way, TeePublic is a micronized version of Redbubble, so the traffic ratios are going to be relatively the same in terms of competition, right? So if there's, let's say, 500 designers for every 40 visits, the ratios are going to be the same across the board, just about. I mean, it's not going to be identical, but just about, right? It's not going to make a critical difference. My point is that this niche by no means is not untapped. I mean, it's very saturated, the keyword tiger. 270,000 results. If you create one design, that's one design out of 270,000. Well, what's the big difference, right? Same thing for TeePublic. Let's just say there's, in terms of meaningful results, when I search for the keyword tiger. Now, granted, TeePublic is a little different because they'll show 50 pages worth of results, but not all 50 pages all have meaningful content. But let's just say 50 pages worth of results. God knows how many results that is. In terms of competition to traffic, it's going to be about the same. Now, let's just say that I want to compete in that niche. I want to create my one tiger design and have it sell. Well, the reality is my design, logically speaking, is going to have an element of luck to it. If it's not an element of luck, then I have to control my success, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Now, once again, this is specifically for high competition niches, so I guess you can call this video how to sell and make money in high competition niches. If I want to make money in a high competition niche, I'm either going to have to go through one of the two. Either I'm going to have an element of luck where somebody luckily comes about my design and purchases it. And when I say luckily, typically what that's going to look like is they play around with how it's sorted and they see my design luckily. Or they just go down to the pages here and they keep scrolling from page to page to page to page, seeing mine and eventually buying. That's an element of luck, right? Or it will be very specific and very calculated. And what I mean by that is calculated on your end as a seller, not as a buyer. Let me explain. If your design stands out Or heck, maybe even it doesn't stand out. There's definitely enough traffic in the keyword tiger for you to get some attention. If your design is on the higher page rankings, right, you will get a sale. The question is, how do you get there? Well, like I said, you're going to have to go with a very deliberate action. Now, there are many things you could do to do this, but I'll give you one example. Go on Instagram, start following people, create content to show what you're promoting, what you're selling, right? So, for example, we just posted this design a little bit earlier just to show you how this works. Create a design, find the marketplace for that design. So in this case, this person posted a religious related post, went here and followed some people. That is an example of doing something that is deliberate. And the process is simple. Just whip out the follow tool, go over here, whip out the tools, set up your numbers, and then literally just click follow, and it will do the work for you. That is something that is a deliberate action. For those who don't know what I'm doing, there's a website called botsandapps.gumroad.com. I could literally just show you this here, botsandapps.gumroad.com. They have it seems like they changed their website a little. Unfollow Automator. This is exactly the tool. It helps you gain followers, helps you gain attention. I've created numerous videos about this. I've shown how the results come. I've shown how to get sales with this. I've even gotten sales with this myself. It's all there. It's all in the videos. You can check out the channel or check the links in the description. If you need the links in the description, just message me. I'll send you them. But I've shown how to make this work, and I've made it abundantly clear. But essentially, you see how it's following everybody. Let me just go ahead and stop this because I just created a follow cycle earlier. So let me just stop this. But you get the point. That is deliberate action. Why? Because if I post content related to what I'm selling on Instagram, I interact with people who are most likely to find it interesting. They're going to look at my profile. They're going to see what I'm selling. And then what are they going to do? They're going to click the link in the bio. When they click the link in the bio, they're going to be taken to the product, and then they have a high chance of purchasing. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. Not all 100 people that visit my website are going to buy, but conversion rates differ. It could be 5%, 10%, 2%, whatever the case may be. The point is that is a very deliberate action, and that's going to take time after time after time after time to get that approach. Well, if it's not the high competition niches, well, how do you sell in low competition niches? Well, in low competition niches, the answer is pretty simple. You don't necessarily need to do the promoting, even though the promoting does help get you more attention. You could just wait and rely off of the search competition, off of the search results. So what I mean by that is find a low competition keyword, be one out of the 20 people that post in that niche, and wait for a sale. The only problem with that is that the traffic is just simply not enough for you to build a business off of, right? So what's the goal here? Well, the goal here is to find some niches that are somewhere in the middle. They have good amount of traffic, they have good amount of competition, and the more creative with your keywords, the more, essentially people will find you. And we've shown this in the Redbubble tag course, how to set up these keywords. But the key here is you don't want very, very long keywords, but you don't want short keywords either. It's a mix between both, and like I said, we've shown this in the course, and we explain how to do this, but you're going to find tags. If you can't find the tags yourself, you can use the Redbubble tagger tool. I've shown how to do this as well, but I'll just whip out the website to show you guys, botsandapps.gumroad.com. You get the, where is it here? The Redbubble Rocket Tagger tool. You run the tool. I've shown videos on how to do this as well. Like I said, this is all content on the YouTube channel, and I'm not going to show it here because this is just a discussion video, but you run the tool, you find the tags that you like, and you add them to your product, right? So what you're doing here is there's two scenarios, and a lot of the times people get stuck in either scenario, where they're either in very, very high competition niches or they're in very, very low competition. Now, I'm not against either or, but I know that majority of people experience success somewhere in the middle. Now, if you think, when I speak about majority, guys, I want you to think of the numbers here. I want you guys to be as statisticians for a second. Think of the numbers. When I show things like how to promote the Instagram and how to do the follow and follow, do you think majority of people are doing this on Redbubble? The answer is absolutely not. They're not doing this. Do you think they're doing this for TeePublic? The answer is absolutely not. Majority of people in the world are not doing this because majority of people just simply don't access this information. So what my point is that makes it a competitive advantage for you. And what a competitive advantage means is that you have something that other people do not. It's not that they can't necessarily access it, but it's that they won't access it. So you have something that helps you move further than the rest of the competition, which is exactly what I talk about when I say, guys, how I set up my print on demand is when I create designs every single month, I'm using an Instagram account to promote it along with other accounts, Pinterest, Twitter, etc. And Twitter is actually really, really powerful because I'm starting to get into a really good groove with it. And promoting it through social media to where when I have this mix, this content mix of keywords, where some keywords end up being short tail, over time, I'm starting to rank. And I've spoken about this a few months ago. I don't know if you guys remember or you don't remember, but there are certain keywords that I'm showing up for on the first page with over 300,000 to 400,000 results on them. And it's not because of luck. It was very calculated. So like I said, once again, you can make sales in high competition niches. This idea that you can't is not true, but it takes a very calculated and specific approach to get to that point. Now, you're only going to get to that point if you follow through with the approach. If you're hoping that you're just going to get lucky like other people and you're just going to sit back and wait, that could happen, but the reality is it likely or is it probable? Or excuse me, is there a potential or is there probable? For us, I don't look at things like this is a good chance. Like, meaning I don't create a design and I sit back and I hope that it's going to sell and I just sit back. The reason why I don't do that is because I know the stats are not in my favor. If there's 280,000 designs, for example, and I want to be the one design that ranks forward, it's probably not going to happen for me with luck. Now, I don't know about you guys, if you guys believe in luck, but I know I clearly don't. And I wouldn't leave it up to the gods of luck to get me my money. I go out there and I go earn it and I get it myself by using certain tools and using certain methods to almost guarantee that I'm going to get. And when I say guarantee, a lot of people take that the wrong way. Basically, I'm just saying is increase my chances so dramatically high that success is almost, eventually a guarantee. Now, once again, take that word with a grain of salt because you really can't guarantee anything in this world other than death. But you guys get what I'm trying to say here. It's a concept of playing the game. And once you just learn how to play the game, whether it's on TeePublic, whether it's on Redbubble, whether it's on whatever platform, you're bound to have success. It just so happens that these are the rules for these style print-on-demand websites, all right? I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. You guys can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it. Peace out. Bye.